So today something unexpected happened. I scheduled the inner circle call and I prepared a powerful tool, job search tracker, that can literally help my community fast track their career, 10x their clarity, and get results faster than they were trying to do through video watching or course watching. And guess what? Nobody showed up. Zero attendance. Okay, nobody, no one. And in that moment, I felt something I did not expect. I wanted to share with you all today because what happened today is not about me. It's a mirror for how most of the people approach success. Yes. So before we begin, I want to ask you a very powerful question. What is success as per you? I'm sure you have watched a lot of your motivational videos on what is success, but I want to pause this video and think for 10 seconds. What is success for you? Because you might be talking about what is success at your home with your kids and with your family or maybe with your spouse. If you are not talking, then please start talking about this. Because honestly, we should more often discuss about what is success. Okay, and there is no right or wrong answer to that, by the way, because in our education system, Indian education system, people mostly talk about uh, right or wrong answer, but there is no right or wrong answer. For some, success is money. And by the way, most of you must be relating success with money. I was relating success with money quite earlier. Now, I want to tell you that for some it is family, for some it is recognition, for some it is growth, for some it is consistency, adaptability, happiness, chasing the goals, or contributing to the society, or maybe something, something, something. But the shocking part is we spend years preparing for exams, degrees, jobs, roles, expectations, but no one teaches us how to define that success. Okay, because success does not have one definition. Okay, by the way, if you have not watched The Strangest Secret, it gives a very beautiful definition for success. Okay, and it defines it with the help of a lot of examples. Do watch it, it's by Napoleon Hill. Now, success is personal, success is internal, success begins with you. Okay, now, let me ask you another question. Maybe you can again take a pause and think about that. How many of you have ever, you were never taught these words in school like adaptability, clarity, and chasing goals, and consistency, identity, emotional strength? We learned a lot of geometry, trigonometry, and what else? We mugged up every single formula: cos, tan, or I don't remember, sin, cos, sin, tan, and a lot of formulas, mensuration, then mugged up the dates of history and everything. But nobody taught us how to design a life. Yes, how to design this beautiful life we have. Type me in the comment box if you think that yes, Neha, no one taught us any of this. And I will tell you the truth here. Everything uh, you need to have for becoming successful is already inside you. And you'll say, oh yes, is that possible? You're not missing anything to be successful. You and Ambani or any other successful person, Elon Musk, everybody having the same ingredient inside each one of us. Only that we start doubting ourselves, that we are not capable, we are incapable, I'm not good enough, I don't have those skills. I don't have confidence. I can't speak. I feel anxiety. I can't speak in front of so many people. I fear what if I fumble? What if I give a lot of filler words? What if? And we keep on thinking a lot. Who will listen to us? Will I have the authority in place? Will I be confident when I am speaking? Will I be able to communicate properly? What if I fail? What if I won't be able to speak the right words in the right audience? What if, and you start operating from that fear, and you start operating from that mediocre level or mediocre version of your identity. And I will tell you that your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts create your reality, and your identity drives your results. Philosophy nahi hai ye. This is identity based psychology. And I want to raise another question in front of you. Do you think the version of yourself you are showing in the interviews or in the meetings is exactly what you are capable of creating the results you want? Be honest. Be honest. If your answer is no, listen carefully. Your ingredients are already there inside you. You are capable of much more than what you are showing up for. Okay. Your capability is not the problem. Your identity is. You are operating just like yesterday, just like every day. And you're expecting tomorrow's to be showing up a bigger result. It will never work like that. Let me share something very, very personal today. One of my goal is to receive that award from my mentor Siddharth Rajshekhar in next 3 years. That's my vision, and I am receiving that. I'm receiving that. I feel that anxiety while going on the stage. I feel that excitement too, and I can say that proudly that I am receiving that, and I'm not going to fumble. I'm going to speak just like I'm speaking here today. Okay. But if this is my goal, if this is my vision, and to achieve that I need to do a lot of homework. I need to show up. I need to work on my authority. I need to work on my personality. I need to work on my landing page. I need to work on a lot of things. But in order to get that level, I would be thinking that, okay, once I do this, then I'll be speaking like a leader. But today, in front of you people, in front of my small community, I'm showing up just like a leader, just like a future Neha would be showing up. Okay. And because there is a rule called be, do, have. Be, do, have. पहले act करो. First, you need to act like that. You need to be like that. You need to feel like that. And then you have to act like that, do that. Do how future Neha is be doing today. If a future Neha is here, and if you are ask her to present herself in front of 1000 people in her community in her sessions, how will she present herself? How will she say the words? I'm going to communicate the same way today as well in front of my small community. That's what I am adhering to that rule, be, do, have, and then I will have the success because it's all here in your subconscious. You have created that identity for yourself. But most of the people think that first we will become successful, and then we will act like that successful person, like that leader, and then we are going to be it. Okay, so you need to change the formula. Be, do, and have. Okay, so it's not about once you will be successful then you will do things like successful people do, and then I'll be presenting myself confidently. Okay, that's a wrong formula. The right formula is be, do, have. Be the person, do the action, have the results. Okay, so now I want to also iterate one fact here, that if you have seen that Steve Jobs video commencement speech, Okay, so he gave that commencement speech, and that in that speech he asked a very legendary question. If today was the last day of your life, how would you do? What would you do? Why would you do what you are doing today? And um, if you ask that question to yourself, that if today is the last day of my life, what would be I doing today, whether I'm doing that today or not? If the answer is no, then your identity is not aligned with your destiny. And your best version creates the best results. Your average version will create average results. Life is not a rehearsal. Your future starts when you start. Now, let me tell you what I was going to share today in my community is that I created a career impact tracker covering all the resume checklist, LinkedIn optimization, LinkedIn content strategy for 2026. And I wanted to help my community eliminate confusions, tell exactly what they need to do daily, what they need to do weekly, and how they're going to network, what are they going to message, what are the right messages so that they get replies from the recruiters. There were ChatGPT prompts exactly telling what needs to be done, how you should be tracking, what will be the outcome, and everything all there in one single sheet. Okay, I took time to prepare that, almost 1 week time I took to prepare that worksheet or to prepare that tracker. And of course, I put all my energy over there. I put all of my attention, all of my efforts, all of my research in that tracker. I felt so bad. I felt literally as if I'm crying because I got up, dressed up just like a leader, just like a coach. Not only that, I prepared for that session for my community members. But then what I learned today is not about, that I showed up, they did not come. Because I felt that, it's all about how you're creating your identity, how you're visible. So while people just thumbs up on the WhatsApp group, on that message, when I put it, the message that there will be the inner circle call, maybe they fail because they wake up every day without a plan, or maybe that's the most easy thing to do. That putting a thumbs up on a WhatsApp message is much more easier than coming on the call. And I realized that winners show up before they are rewarded. Winners show up before they are rewarded. Losers wait for rewards before they show up. And I showed up. And that is why I will always win. I know this. I will always win. And the question is, will you show up for yourself? And how this relates to what I'm learning from Joe Dispenza. So I'm reading this book called Being Supernatural and Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And it explains something very mind blowing. I'm on the first chapter itself. So there's a diagram. In that diagram, it's written that where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So your thoughts are not passive. They are electric signals shaping your identity. It was so deep. It was deeper actually, because he was telling something about the genes, about why some people some people are heart patients because of their parents or their ancestors were having the heart disease, is not by luck, or it's not by their ancestral thing. It's about their emotions, it's about their electric signals, it's about their thoughts, it's about their feelings that create the genes, or that recreate their identity. It was shaping about your identity, your emotions, and eventually, once you start shaping that, you shape your destiny. And Dr. Joe Dispenza says that most people live their entire life trapped in the outer world, reacting to the problems, reacting to the failures, reacting to the deadlines, boss, and people, and opinions, and circumstances. And that's why the complete energy is scattered. Just like there was an image over there that and I'll attach that image in the comments, maybe if I am able to, because if you're in the image, there was your inner, and then on the outer part it was written boss, job, family, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, enemies, friends, family, fear, then money, then expectations. And if your attention is outside, your power is outside. Today's situation proved this to me. I created something powerful for my community, a tracker to help them fast track their job search. But nobody showed up. Why? Not because they don't want success, but because their attention is somewhere else. Maybe they are scrolling Instagram instead of showing up. Maybe they have time to scroll, but they don't have time to show up. Maybe they are worrying instead of preparing. Maybe they are thinking more instead of acting. Maybe they are reacting instead of creating. And Joe Dispenza explained that when your energy is scattered in the external world, you stop living from possibility, start living from memory, and you start repeating the old habits, the old emotions you have, and the old identity. And then we blame that why we are attracted to the toxic bosses, because we have not erased that identity, that old emotions, that old habits. Because it's always like you change your inner world and the outer will reflect what you know so um, when you don't work on your inner self, you start recreating the same reality. So once you start working on that inner world, then you change your new identity, and that's how you get new results. So this is exactly what happened today. People want a different outcome, but they are operating with the yesterday's identity, because yesterday there was no inner circle call, and they are trying to change their life without changing their attention. So, the shift Joe talks about is when you turn your attention inward. So, you need to turn your attention inward. You need to take the ownership. You need to become intentional. You need to invest your energy in your future self. You stop operating on autopilot. You start creating instead of reacting. And that's when the magic unlocks. And the tracker I built today was not just a tool, it was a mirror. It was a bridge between the version you are right now and the version you must become. And uh, only those who shift their attention inward will cross it. So the real lesson is your future is not waiting for a job, a recruiter, a resume, or a miracle. Your future is waiting for your attention. Where your attention goes, your identity grows. And where your identity grows, results come. So, no attendance today did not demotivate me. It validated something. Success belongs to those who direct their energy inward, not outward. And I recorded this video because my coach says this. Siddhartha Shekhar, lots of thank you, lots of gratitude to you, because once in the inner circle call I was asking you if you why can you tell me when you feel demotivated or when you feel low, what you do at that time. And you mentioned that when you feel demotivated or low, sometimes you go on YouTube and record the video. I've done this the same way, just to give gratitude to my, because I surrender to you, Siddharth Rajshekhar. You have uh, transformed me, transformed me from where I was and where I am right now. I can speak, I can communicate, I am a better person now, and I'm shifting my identity. And as you suggested, this book, Becoming Supernatural, I'm reading that and it is giving me goosebumps every day. With every line, I am learning and I am work in progress. So thank you, Siddharth. Thank you, Sids. Thank you, Eilish.